that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down.
Check foot. Check 50.
He'll look to throw. And here's another interception, the third of this first quarter. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
Set, ready? 10 logo. Watch the slant. Watch the slant.
They'll run on first down. Whittington, and they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. This defense could use a few more plays like that right now.
It certainly could, but think about it from an offense's perspective right now. They've got a lead, but they don't want to throttle down too much and stall themselves. Still want to move at a nice pace. But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
So they've been unable to capitalize on the great field position as of yet. Here's 3rd and 9. From the gun, McMullen. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked by Tavarius Moore, and the return goes up to his own 17-yard line. It had been a near-perfect beginning to this football game. Already a double-digit lead first quarter, but their first misstep.
And you know how it is, partner. Sometimes when everything's going right, you start to feel like you can do just about anything you want on the field. This one didn't work out. If I were him, I'd go to my defensive captain and say, pick me up, my man. Help me out.
Big yardage there for the Browns, 18.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
So they decline it, and they choose to not give them that down back.
And I think that's the key to everything there. They didn't give up any yardage even on the completed pass. Don't give them an extra down in order to try and pick up a first.
Here we go. 18 again. I got you, son. I got you, son.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. Give him a loss of 6 yards, and it brings up 3rd down. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here.
Right there. 54. Right there. 50.
You gonna see me in your nightmares, son. You gonna see me in your nightmares.
They're going to look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
That's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a second one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Taking it about the 16. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10.
Got it.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. On first down, Whittington. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he'll take this down to the 40-yard line. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
I know that play went to the left side, and that's what it was designed to do, an outside handoff there. But how about the whole offensive line being involved? Seal the left side where the play was going, what they call play side, but how about on the back side? Just taking care of business to make sure no one can get there and disrupt it.
Is the biggest key the left tackle?
Without a doubt. Control that edge. Get out there. You want that left tackle. If you bring your tight end over there, either way, control the edge of the line of scrimmage, you got a chance to rumble.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Watch the screen, watch the screen.
Any weapon.
Kick.
Now a give, right side. Monroe. And he'll be taken down at the 33, a pickup of about 4.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete. Problems on third down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on third down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to third down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on first and second down.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And that'll push the lead up to 13-0. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Here we go.
The Browns drive about to get started. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had to fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. It's complete. He finds Falk here. It's an 8-yard pickup, and they're going to face a third down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
The Browns on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This time they face a 3rd and 2. He'll drop to throw. And Robinson with a big catch. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. The gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
At the 45-yard line.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. They'll run it now out of the gun. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, people say bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
Check three, check three, check three. Check 43. Rotate, spell. Tight dog.
On third down, it's Robinson. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
Another down on the scoreboard, but the urge to go for it is almost irresistible here on 4th and short. Yeah, I know they're on their own side of the field.
I was going to say.
Normally I would say punt the ball away, but I'm feeling it. I say go for it.
The Browns send out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the second time. Yards on the return that time, and the Steelers are going to take over 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive, and fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his second week of the race. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 26, and he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
Okay, ready? 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54.
Pick it up.
And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
I think if they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on first down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Dane Cruikshank. He's at the 40, the 20, 10, and he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. I don't know who all is to blame there, but I love seeing pick sixes.
Nothing like seeing someone pluck it out of the air and go the other way and see people try to change directions. Hard to do.
Pinheiro now to add the extra point. And that one pushes the lead up to an even 20.
Makes the score Steelers 20, Browns nothing.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
I know, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. He sets to fire deep. And that's caught inside the 35. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field. Looking to throw. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 12. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
They'll take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Let's go now.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive.
Hey, Charlie. Ready?
Back to throw. McMullen nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack.
Hey, alert 3.
They don't want to repeat a first down. They'll keep it on the ground. So we've reached halftime here with the visiting Steelers out in front. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. So tied for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the third quarter. This will be taken very short. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
Ready.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
Watch the ball.
Throwing on first down. McMullen. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked by Tarvarius Moore. And he'll wind up losing 5 yards or so on the return, but No matter, they've got the football back.
At the 43-yard line.
Ready, set. Check, Mike 54. Mike 54. Let's go, defense.
And here comes throw number one for the backup QB. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. It's a gain of 7, and that'll make it a second down.
They don't want it. Keep playing on offense all day.
A 7-yard pickup brings up second and 3 at the 36-yard line.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. Second and 3.
Shift.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll go down at the 28. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Mike's 5-4. Five. Right there. 54.
Stick looking to throw on first and 10. And that'll be incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
So now they'll come up on second and 10, once again from the 28. On second and 10, it's Stick. This complete to Martin. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 17-yard line.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Ready. 70. Indy. 54. Watch 54. Here we go. Now.
They'll run on first down. Robinson looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
At the Steelers' 17-yard line.
Ready. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Let's go, D. Big Sears right. Blue draw Corpus. Slam. Go. Mike 54. 5.
Throwing on second down. Stick. And he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down. Call it a pickup of 7. And just like that, it's third down.
Set. 60 outlaw. You must be getting tired of seeing me. Go. Motion to the backfield. Go. Right there. 54 Mike. Check pass. 54.
Third down, they'll throw with Stick. That's caught. It's Thomas. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. And they got 3 yards. That's enough. A conversion, and now it's first and goal. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. A great play there. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Browns make some inroads here on that deficit. Extra point attempt to come here. That is good, and that'll make it 20-7. kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Now, last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give it. Quarterback some confidence.
See what happens.
Don't be mad. Don't be mad.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 24-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Hey, we got to get to the ball, team. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving. Shoot! Shoot!
Watch the
Quick stone, travel.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Let's go.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Here we go. Watch the pass. Watch the pass.
Get it.
They'll keep it on the ground. Monroe. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. All told, it's an even 30 and a first down. One thing that's great about watching him run, Charles, he doesn't hesitate. He got to the left side of his O-line and just went.
So there's two ways to look at that. One, just absolutely unconcerned, just takes off and goes. But more the latter, I think, which is he has absolute confidence in the guys in front of him, the guys doing the blocking for him. He just takes it and goes with abandon.
Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw and a good one.
This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15. In on the stop, it was Travarius Moore.
2nd and 5 at the 15-yard line.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Double dog. That's the way.
Hey.
They'll keep it on the ground. Monroe. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Down. 60 or.
Cut.
They go.
From the gun on 3rd down. McMullen. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Set up. 90 Wolf.
We own now. Joker.
General West. Hey, Alpha. Now.
Operating from the gun. McMullen. That is caught. It's Juju for the Steeler touchdown. Juju Smith-Schuster. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. And now the Steeler offense staying out there, and they'll go for 2.
20 pilot, 64, wait. 5.
They'll try and run it here. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. And so they run it in on the 2-point try. And it's so often, Charles, we talk about from the offense's perspective what you do on the 2-point conversion. How about the defense? How do they play run versus pass?
It's really difficult for them because I think most teams want to play for the pass. That's what they see most teams do. And so are you able to mass enough people inside if the team decides to run it? Very difficult. I think what you're seeing a lot more now, people blitzing the 2-point conversion. They want you to make a quick decision and make it right now.
There, the offense wins the battle for 2. The Browns drive about to get started. They trail here by 24 points. Got to get going soon, you'd have to think, as they come up 1st and 10.
55. Hey, eat. Let's go, Heavy. Let's go, Heavy.
Hey, Echo.
What you got, Heavy? What you got, Heavy? Give me some. Give me some.
Sleep river.
Here's Stick on 1st and 10. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Recon, 132 fighter.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. 3 quarters in the books. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Don't get nervous. Ready.
They'll throw on 2nd down his Stick. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
A shotgun throw for Stick. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down.
Check.
Get it.
On 4th down, here's Stick. Looking for Thomas, but that's intercepted. Picked up by Dane Cruikshank, and they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. And he'll give it here to his running back. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47. Good gain there on 1st down. It keeps him in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking. Nice hole for him. Ends up picking up nice yardage. Stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. They'll keep it on the ground. Monroe. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. It's a loss of 2. Now 3rd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there, and now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
To throw on third down. McMullen nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Mack Wilson with a big-time sack on third down. It's a loss of 7. Here now, Johnny Townsend. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the fourth quarter. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
We go.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
Hey, high 7. Now.
First and 10, Stick. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Topper!
6 guys. Check 6 guys.
Stick from the gun. Going right, and that's complete. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches.
Switch.
Rock it. Keep grip.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Smooth.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Protein spill.
Check 55 to Mike. Check. Let's go.
Here's Stick looking to throw. He gets it to Thomas. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
Now a throw for the left sideline, and he's got it. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
A gain of 5 brings up 3rd and 6.
They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is third down.
Hey, zoom.
Hey, 58 is the mic. Go 58 is the mic.
On third down, it's Stick. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Exactly what they were looking for. They've been giving up yardage. They've been letting them drive right downfield, but they got a sack right there. How about that for a little bit of revenge?
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Mike, 55. Now. 55.
Hey, watch the slant.
Hey, orbit. Get it.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Dancing to his left. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 23. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. Thomas, the intended target.
I think that interception happened for two reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open?
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
On 1st down, Monroe. That good for 22 and a 1st down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Come on, set. 10-2 start.
Target, 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 target.
Right back to him on 1st down. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. That sends them 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. A 4th quarter score from the Meadowlands. And really pouring it on now are the Falcons. A win would be their 2nd on the young season. So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing